Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where the hell we are, and do you remember what the heck happened?
Well, we're still in Isaiah.
We are.
And I believe we ended last week a little abruptly on chapter 24.
We did due to holiday and birthday shenanigans.
Yes, which means that today we're on Isaiah chapter 25.
We are.
And we last time went over the end of the world, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know, like shit was splitting apart and all kinds of crap was going wrong. And
quakes were quaking
it was
and
crazy.
the earth was breaking.
Yeah, and then if you listen to our Q&A, I think it had to do with a greater theme that's going to be happening in the next couple of chapters.
I was going to mention that when we get into the episode.
Right. So let's. You ready to go ahead and do this?
I am.
Let's do it.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we're going to hop into chapter 25, but as you mentioned in the intro, I just want to start before we jump into chapter 25 and mention that in our Q&A, we did find out that chapters 24 through 27 of Isaiah are part of one unit of prophecy that is sometimes called the Isaiah Apocalypse.
Correct. Yeah.
And boy, 24 really was a great introduction to that.
It was.
Because there is an apocalypse coming.
Right, and I kind of referenced it. I said in the Q&A that we did, I called it a Revelations Light. A Revelation Light, sorry.
Yes.
Single Revelation.
And it does seem to be part of that cohort.
Yeah.
So, all right, with that being said, let's jump into chapter 25.
Okay. Yep.
Lord, you are my God. I will exalt you and praise your name. For in perfect faithfulness, you have done wonderful things planned long ago. Okay. You have made the city a heap of rubble. Awesome.
I love it when my plans involve making cities heaps of rubble.
Right?
It's good times.
The fortified town a ruin.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
The foreigner's stronghold, a city no more. It will never be rebuilt. I mean, this is great stuff happening, right?
Good job, God.
Very excited about God here and the things that he do.
Yeah.
Okay. Therefore, strong peoples will honor you. Because I know I'm always excited to praise and exalt somebody who is destructive and shitty and murderous.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
You?
No.
Oh yeah, opposite.
Right.
Cities of ruthless nations will revere you.
Okay.
I don't think revere is the right word. Again, they're using love and reverence in exchange for the word fear.
Yeah. Well, it's been that way all through the Bible.
I know. I just wanted to point it out that fear is not the same thing as love or reverence.
No, not in any way whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You have been a refuge for the poor. A refuge for the needy in their distress.
Unless they were in one of those towns that he destroyed.
Right.
Yeah.
In which case, fuck off and die.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. A shelter from the storm and a shade from the heat. You were so awesome, right? I mean, this God is so awesome and fun and great and good.
Yeah, if he didn't kill you.
Right.
Right.
For the breath of the ruthless is like a storm driving against a wall.
Okay.
And like the heat of the desert.
So it's bad. It's not. It's so the breath of that seems fruitless to me.
Well, he's saying the breath of the ruthless. God is ruthless. Isn't that great? I love a ruthless God.
Yeah, but he's saying the ruthless worship him and like him, and he's saying that their breath is the same as I'm not quite understanding what they're trying to get at.
The breath of the ruthless, the breath of God, is like a storm driving against a wall, and like the heat of the desert.
Okay. Are you sure about that? Because I thought he was saying that the ruthless like God, and that so they were just saying something. Okay.
No,
right.
He's saying you've been a refuge for all of these needy people, and the breath of the ruthless is like a storm. He's calling God ruthless.
Okay. All right.
And like the heat of the desert. You silence the uproar of foreigners, as heat is reduced by the shadow of a cloud, so the song of the ruthless is stilled. Maybe you were right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You had said something about them earlier that wasn't in reference to God, and then
Who could know? God's a dick, so anytime they're like, God is a dick, I'm like, you were talking about God just then being a dick.
Right.
But no, not.
Yep.
On this mountain, the Lord Almighty will prepare a feast of rich food for all peoples, a banquet of aged wine, the best of meats, and the finest of wines.
Sounds delicious.
On this mountain of food and wine. That sounds like my heaven, you know?
Yeah.
On this mountain, he will destroy the shroud that enfolds all peoples, the sheet that covers all nations.
Okay.
He will swallow up death forever. I don't need to live forever, honestly.
Right.
Just a long while would be nice, but I don't need forever. I'm not greedy.
Yeah, and is this still? Well, I guess this is where people. Okay. So
what are you trying to say?
I don't. So this, I get the swallowing up death forever is where Christians get like, the world's going to end, but then I understand that this is like an end times reference. So, but it's just that we went from like simple, immediate prophecies to this end time shit, and I'm a little bit baffled as to how we made this transition.
Right.
I'm still kind of reeling over what has happened.
Like, how did we
thus
get
far?
Here?
Yeah.
The sovereign Lord will wipe away the tears from all faces. He will remove his people's disgrace from all the earth. The Lord has spoken.
That doesn't sound as good as it sounded.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
This means we're all going to die, I think. That's the way I'm taking this anyway. Okay. All right.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
In that day,
yeah,
they will say, surely this is our God. We trusted in him, and he saved us. I mean, he killed a lot of people, but fuck, man, he let me live.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
This is the Lord. We trusted in him. Let us rejoice and be glad in his salvation. I'm so excited that I get to live amongst the rubble.
Right.
The hand of the Lord will rest on this mountain, but Moab will be trampled in their land. Yeehaw! As straw is trampled down in the manure.
Damn.
Love me some murder and mayhem.
Right.
They will stretch out their hands in it, as swimmers stretch out their hands to swim. God will bring down their pride despite the cleverness of their hands. He will bring down your high fortified walls and lay them low. He will bring them down to the ground, to the very dust. The end.
Okay.
Fuck you and die unless you're me and I get to live and you get to die. Yay, yay, yay. God is great.
Well, and even that like what he's talking about is very hard to follow because some of it sounded like he's killing everybody and taking everybody that he likes to heaven. You know, and some of it sounded like, no, you guys are going to be okay. We're just going to trample Moab.
Right.
You know, like it was really hard to follow with regard to some of that. But some of the words they used are definitely going to be used by Christians to say this is a prophecy of end times. I can see that. I can see some of the words meaning some of the things, right? But then we transitioned right back to Moab and immediate neighbors being trampled. Right. So which is it? Is it an immediate prophecy or is it, end times prophecy?
I say both.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not easy to follow. So
no, it's definitely not.
All right. Well, that was Isaiah chapter 25. And
part of the end times Isaiah apocalypse.
Right, which also might also be just an immediate thing that's happening to Moab and things, the other people that God doesn't like. And he's
in the immediate vicinity of geography and history.
Just with stronger words. So, whatever. So that was 25. Tomorrow we'll be back with...
Isaiah chapter 26.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Yep. Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember where we are and what we're doing and what happened and how we got here?
Well, we just finished Isaiah chapter 25.
We sure as fuck did.
In that chapter, it seemed like the whole world was going to end, or it might have just been Moab. I'm not really sure. One of the two was going to happen, maybe, possibly.
Sure.
And so that's and there was like lots of prophecy stuff.
And Babylonia and Phoenicia and all them other guys.
Yeah, things and stuff.
It's all falling down.
It sure the fuck is. All right, so that was Isaiah chapter 25.
Yes.
And that would mean today we're covering
Isaiah chapter 26.
All right, let's go do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, so here we are jumping into Isaiah chapter 26.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I am ready as I'll ever be.
In that day.
That day, yes.
That day.
The one, yeah.
This song that I'm about to sing for you
Christ.
will be sung in the land of Judah.
Oh, okay.
We have a strong city.
We built this city.
God makes salvation its walls and ramparts. Open the gates that the righteous nation may enter, the nation that keeps faith. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you.
Okay.
Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord himself, is the rock eternal.
Okay.
This is so
as
New
opposed
Testament.
to the faux Lord. Is there like not the Lord himself?
The other
Don't
lords.
trust in that Lord. The Lord himself, that's the one, not the other one.
All the other lords is.
Yeah.
And ladies.
Right.
He humbles those who dwell on high. He lays the lofty city low. He levels it to the ground and casts it down to the earth. Feet trample it down. Whee! The feet of the oppressed. The footsteps of the poor. Stomp, stomp, stomp. The path of the righteous level.
Do you know, I have to interject here for just a second, because he always, whenever we're talking about destruction and those who are lifted up, right? They're the poor, they're the trodden upon, they're the the lesser than, right? It just feels to me like maybe these are uprisings of people who've been shit on for way too long. That happens pretty much throughout history.
You mean kind of like currently with all the strikes?
Well, yeah, I mean,
unions?
Take anything, I mean, there's been countless times where poor people or people that have been shit on have rose up and said, no, fuck you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take God. It takes people that have had a fuck enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
People that are like, you know what? The righteous is not level. We gonna level it.
Right.
You know? Women's gonna take the vote. And we gonna have it.
Sometimes, powers that be leave you no other option but to fight back.
Yeah.
And I don't think that this is God so much as just people.
People don't like being shit on. Go figure.
Right. Yeah.
Imagine.
I can't.
Imagine that oppression sucks for a minute.
Yeah.
And that people don't want to do it.
Right.
And have it on them.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sorry, I had to throw that out there because it's always the same story, and I'm like, but that doesn't mean that's not God. That's people rising up.
Yeah.
That's all.
Exactly. The path of the righteous is level. You, the all caps upright one.
Okay, so these are the good ones with God,
the
right?
Good ends.
Yeah, the good ones.
Make the way of the righteous smooth.
Okay.
Smooth. Let those oppressed people walk a good.
Is there a difference?
path
I wonder
now.
between righteous and upright. So the ones that are upright make the path smooth for the righteous.
Mm-hmm.
So are the righteous slightly different from the upright?
Yeah, the upright are the ones that are not only followers of God, they're also rich. The righteous are not capital letters. So that means they're poor. They're still followers of God, but they're oppressed. They're poor.
Okay.
Yep, they're merely righteous. Yes, Lord, walking in the way of your laws, we wait for you. Your name and renown are the desire of our hearts. My soul yearns for you in the night.
Oh, man.
In the morning, my spirit longs for you. When your judgments come upon the earth, the people of the world learn righteousness.
I just have to, for the record, I hate that.
I'm just reading what it says.
No, not the moaning and the groaning. And
it says there was longing. I was just trying to add a little bit to let that longing be understood. Yeah. And artistic license, question mark?
Yeah, okay. All right.
I
was just interjecting my opinion there, that's all.
Let an artist work here.
Oh, okay. Is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But when grace is shown to the wicked, like what just happened right now when I was showing grace to you, the wicked.
I am the wicked one?
You're the wicked. You were not letting me be my creative person.
Oh, I totally did. I just commented afterward.
Yeah, that was wicked.
All? That was wicked?
It was wicked.
Okay, all right.
And I was showing grace by not arguing with you and just saying, well, let an artist create.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So, but when grace is shown to the wicked, they do not learn righteousness. See, it doesn't
I guess
matter.
I didn't learn.
It doesn't matter what I do with you. You're always an asshole. Even in a land of uprightness, they go on doing evil and do not regard the majesty of the Lord. Lord, your hand is lifted high, but they do not see it. No, because it's invisible.
Yeah, and you've specifically said we can't see you and or hear you or anything.
You know what else is invisible? Wonder Woman's airplane.
Wait, does Wonder Woman have an airplane?
Yeah, it's invisible.
I'm not a big, I don't follow Wonder Woman. So.
I mean, I don't follow her. It's just it's well known that she has an invisible jet. She's got her lasso of truth.
Okay. All right.
Are you familiar with any of this?
I'm familiar with the lasso, yeah.
Okay, what about her wrist cuffs? She clinks
sure.
them together and, I don't know, something good happens?
Yeah, I mean, I know about that.
But you don't know her
I don't recall the invisible airplane, no.
Oh my God. I'm
sorry.
I feel like I have to apologize on your behalf. Sorry, world.
Yeah.
Sorry that husband did not know about that invisible airplane.
I'll get over it.
Wow. Let them see your zeal for your people and be put to shame. Let the fire reserved for your enemies consume them. That's a nice way of saying, go to hell, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You so evil.
It's a unique way of saying that, actually. Normally it's so much more dumb sounding when people say,
go to hell.
Go to hell. Yeah.
I'm going to say, let the fire reserved for your enemies consume you.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot better. I would actually be impressed if somebody said that on Twitter or something, you know?
No, I would be like, somebody read Isaiah. Lord, you establish peace for us. How does he establish peace for us? All I've seen this whole fucking book is war.
Yeah, well, he establishes peace by killing everybody.
That's not peace.
I mean, it is after you kill everybody.
No, because there's still people left, and they come back and they get you.
Right, but then you kill them too, and then you got more peace.
And it's war. It's never peace. There's never peace.
But
there's never peace.
Briefly after you kill all the people, you know.
No,
I'm just saying.
There's never peace. Not even briefly.
All right.
I don't buy it.
Okay.
All that we have accomplished, you have done for us.
Okay.
False.
Right.
False.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying really hard to learn Latin, and I gotta tell you,
God's not helping.
Anytime I remember something, I'm taking fucking credit for that shit.
Well, yeah.
Because I am not good at memorizing things.
But they would say you're one of the evil ones. You're not recognizing God's help. That's what they would say.
Well, and I would say I don't recognize that.
Right.
Get the fuck out of my house. I'm trying to study.
Sure.
Why are you arguing with me?
I agree with you. That's what people like. There's this whole like belief that you people think that you have to accept God into your heart in order to be able to see God or feel God or know God. And I'm like, what does that even really mean? Like, I don't understand what you want me to do here.
It doesn't mean shit to me.
I have gone through times in my past when I was younger when I really wanted to understand what this is, and I feel like I was like, okay, I'm willing to believe here. Like, what's going on, man? Show me something.
Flip my switch.
Like, help me out here.
Yeah.
And I never felt anything. I never got anything. And I know lots of people who are ex-Christians who tried way fucking harder than I did. That never felt like they would say that they did have moments where they felt the touch of God. But in retrospect, they would say, but that was something else. That was the fervor of the moment. That was, these things that happened that where I was surrounded with this idea,
Right. Or it was a moment of appreciating beauty that I didn't need God for.
Right. You can look at them through different lenses. It doesn't require a God. And when you're indoctrinated into these beliefs, you have a hard time seeing outside of that bubble that you built for yourself, and you just can't see it any other way.
I have a friend who he literally told me, I have felt the touch of God. And I was like, what did that feel like?
Right.
And he thought I was being a smartass.
No,
and I'm like,
seriously, we want to know, like, what do you mean by that?
Like, I'm not being a smartass. I am like, are you saying you felt the touch figuratively or literally? And was it like a fist? Was it a feather? Was it a finger? Was it on your nose? Like, I sound like I'm being a smartass. And I grant you that sometimes I am being a smartass. But like right now, I'm literally asking, what do you mean by that, though?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. Like, when you say you felt it, does that mean that it was just an emotion was stirred? Because
right.
I have emotions stirred in me all the fucking time.
Well, and that's just it. I've never heard a satisfactory answer to that. I've never heard one that I'm like, oh, really? That's interesting. Not one that makes me think I'm going to re-examine my beliefs. I've never heard an answer that made me think anything more than you're interpreting it a different way that involves a God that you believe in already.
I mean, okay, here are things that I have quote unquote experienced.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I say experienced because I can describe them physically and they don't involve God, but they were cool nonetheless.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I went to this art women's retreat thing.
Yes.
And there was a lot of like hooky
New agey bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoyed being around other creative people. I didn't get so much into like the yoga and meditation, which no shade on that. Yoga and meditation is good for a lot of people.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just like that's not what I was there for.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of instances where we did some really, really cool things. Like one time we stood in a circle, we were all holding hands, and we all just like hummed at a different like tone.
Yeah.
And over the course of time, our hums like kind of evened out. Like somebody who had started out high eventually came down, and somebody who had started out low eventually came up, so that like there was this just one solid tone that we all struck.
Right.
And that was really cool in, I wouldn't call it a magical phenomenon, just in a, like, you could feel the vibration of like when you have a cat purring on you kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
Like that. It wasn't magic. It was just like...
Right, but if you brought into that moment a belief in something more than yourself, it could mean way more.
Sure.
You know, like it could mean something different.
There were people like talking about the goddess. Like that was a big thing that weekend. And like I'm no more into the goddess than I am into God.
Right.
Because to me it's just all different forms of magic, and I'm just not into magic.
I see a lot of the New Age stuff as more of like a meditation type thing, more of a like retreating within your mind, within yourself, within your, you know, just letting yourself experience things, right?
Like being in the moment, being present, that kind of thing.
Yeah, which I have no doubt that people experience powerful things when they are, especially in a group like that, and doing things to channel different energies. Like, and by energies, I mean like...
Not magic energies.
Not magic energies, yeah. But I mean like, just like the humming thing, the, you know, just meditation, you know, like meditate when you clear your mind and start, you know, there's different things that can happen that are not magical.
Not magic. They're not. I'm sorry to tell you, like somebody that's sitting for an hour in prayer and walks away feeling relaxed, like I hate to tell you this, but what you just did was meditation.
Right.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not making fun of you for it. It's great.
But you'll have to excuse me for calling that what it is. It's not God, it's meditation.
Yeah. And if you didn't walk away from it relaxed, you did it wrong.
Right.
You know, because if you're just laying there praying or meditating or whatever the fuck you want to call it, where you're getting in touch with your, you know, inner self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, you should at least walk away a little bit relaxed, maybe even drained.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know how we got on that topic, but that is an experience that I had that to me was just, oh, that's cool. That was neat.
Yeah.
That other people attributed a godlike thing to.
Sure.
And so I can just only imagine what a church experience must be like. And would somebody else have said, I felt God in that moment?
Right.
And is that what you mean when you say I felt God?
I mean, based on what I have heard people talk about, I think that about sums it up. Yeah.
Well, why do you have to make it magic? Why can't it just be cool that cats purr?
Well, because okay, you grew up knowing certain things, right? You know without fail certain things are real, right? Mm-hmm. Well, many people grow up thinking and believing without fail that God is real, because that's what they're taught by adults, by their friends, by everybody that's around them. They are surrounded by this day in and day out. It's part of the culture they live in.
And they've had it confirmed.
It's as real as anything else that you could point out to them, because it's something they've believed all their lives and will continue to probably believe most of the time, unless they do find their way out.
And that's why we shouldn't be assholes to people who are actual true believers, because they just don't know any better.
I am never mad specifically at a believer. What I'm mad at is the things that they do that affect me. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that's where I always draw the line. It's where I always will draw the line. And, you know, if I'm fine with you having a personal belief, these are personal beliefs that you have. This country is a free country. But you know, we're allowed to have those beliefs.
It makes me wonder, like, if they walked away from an experience like that, to them, that's not a belief. That's a fact that happened.
Sure.
So I could understand sorry, I'm just kind of like processing this thought out loud. I'm thinking out loud.
But like, this is where you have to have that argument with them. That's fine. But if you want to make this a fact, you have to prove it. And you can, like, that's where it fails, right? It fails the proof test. You cannot prove that your God exists. It's impossible because it doesn't fucking exist.
And that's the whole point of it, like, is that is faith.
Right. Whereas science is something that you can repeat and reproduce and show work for, that you can prove that
Right.
these things are real.
Right.
Right? God is not something you can prove. There is no scientific method. In fact, it's a smaller group of things that we can attribute to God. And this has been said so many different times in so many different ways. But like, it's just a smaller and smaller set of things that we can attribute to God after so much science has proven away some of the other things that aren't God.
Right.
You know?
Like, slowly we're figuring it all out.
Right.
If we can just not explode the planet before we get there, we might have all the answers eventually.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I would really like that.
Yeah.
All right, Lord our God, other lords besides you have ruled over us,
Oh,
but your name alone do we honor.
I see. So here we are acknowledging other gods, and they have ruled over them, but they're only acknowledging this God.
Yeah.
Because he's the big baddie who kills people if they don't acknowledge him because he's jealous.
Well, yeah, because his name is jealous.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They are now dead, those gods. They
Wait,
live
the
no
gods
more.
are dead?
Yeah.
Oh shit, he killed gods too. Like
He killed God. He's a god killer.
Man.
Yeah. They live no more. Their spirits do not rise. You punished them and brought them to ruin. You wiped out all memory of them, except for we're still reading about
right.
like Baal and Memnoch.
And there was many gods that we know
Yeah.
about before God. So
Yeah.
and after actually.
So false.
Yeah, false.
Right. You have enlarged the nation, Lord.
Is that what killing people does?
You have enlarged the nation.
Okay.
I mean, spread out. Your people have spread out.
It's true. They have
like bunnies and multiplied.
They have reached further around the globe at this point. Not real far, but like definitely further than they were initially.
Sure. Yeah. They're more than just a little tribe. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
You have gained glory for yourself. You have extended all the borders of the land. Lord, they came to you in their distress. When you disciplined them, they could barely whisper a prayer. As a pregnant woman about to give birth writhes and cries out in her pain, so were we in your presence, Lord.
Wow.
I
okay.
I was not ever like that. Of course, I don't believe I was ever in the presence of God, so.
Right.
Were you ever experiencing birth pains and in the presence of the Lord? Either or?
No.
No?
No.
Certainly not both at the same time.
Definitely not both at the same time,
Okay.
yeah. But neither, yeah.
We were with child. We writhed in labor, but we gave birth to wind. So basically it's saying that we created all of these things, but for all of our pain, there was nothing to show for it.
Okay.
We have not brought salvation to the earth, and the people of the world have not come to life.
Okay.
Because we can't make life out of dirt like special God can.
Right, yeah.
We have to fuck.
That is true. Yes.
Or lab. We have labs
yeah,
now.
we could, yeah.
Because magic
Bet God
science.
didn't see that one coming.
I bet God did not see that coming. I bet you that he had no inkling that stem cell research was right around the corner. But your dead will live, Lord. Their bodies will rise.
Oh.
Let those who dwell in the dust wake up and shout for joy.
Wait, what?
I'm going to guess this is not about zombies. I'm going to guess this is either about people who believe in God are experiencing renewed life.
Okay.
Kind of like born again kind of
Sure,
thing.
sure.
Or that is referring to the afterlife.
Okay.
Like when they go to be with God, that's when their real
But it
life
sure
begins.
fucking sounds like zombies.
It sounds like zombies, but I'm going to guess it's not zombies.
Okay. All right.
Because only Jesus gets to be the zombie. And
I don't know.
there yet.
There was that one kid that I can't remember who it was now.
Yeah, that
like
one
I said.
kid.
And then I think Lazarus doesn't Lazarus come back to life or something?
Somebody
later
he's a
on.
New Testament guy,
Right, but like somebody,
Yeah.
I think he
He's
comes back
like
to life or something.
long lived or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's that.
But yeah,
So there's a couple other zombies in the Bible.
It was one of them. Josh. No, not Josh.
It was one of the prophets that.
It was one of the ones, Elijah or Elisha.
Yeah.
Elijah.
And they went to some lady's house where the kid had died, and there was lots of jars of something or other.
And they had let him stay there, and so he was like, "Oh, they're real nice. I'm gonna bring their kid back to life."
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm a prophet.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just did.
Right.
Just out of the blue.
Because as you do.
As you do.
Right.
Yeah. So he did make a zombie.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, let those who dwell in the dust wake up and shout for joy. Your dew, D-E-W, not doo-doo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Is like the dew of the morning.
Okay.
I mean, some people do have a dew of the morning, but that is not that dew. The earth will give birth to her dead.
Okay.
That's so goddess of her.
Okay.
Like, oh, Gaia. Right?
Well, yeah, but I'm still struggling with this isn't zombies?
It's not zombies.
Okay, I'm just...
I promise it's not zombies.
All right.
Go, my people. Enter your rooms and shut the doors behind you. Hide yourselves for a little while until his wrath has passed by. Hide from God. Maybe he won't see you. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Got it.
See, the Lord is coming out of his dwelling to punish the people of the earth for their sins. Okay?
Okay.
See, this thing's happening. Okay? The earth will disclose the blood shed on it. The earth will conceal its slain no longer. The end.
But, so the earth will conceal its slain no longer, and it's telling you to go fucking hide. I'm still thinking zombies here. It sure the fuck sounds like zombies.
I don't think it's zombies.
Why not? You love zombies. I mean, you hate zombies, but you love zombies.
I love me a good zombie story, but I'm so terrified of zombies.
There's a lot of coming dead people from the dust, and the earth will, what was it? Reborn something or other?
The earth will disclose the blood shed on it. The earth will conceal its slain no longer.
Right. Zombies are fucking coming. Hide in your goddamn room until they're gone because God's pissed off.
All right, fine, zombies.
I'm just fucking zombies, right?
Okay, zombies.
Goddamn God zombies.
Okay, so Isaiah chapter 26, zombies.
Yeah, totally. All right, well, that was Isaiah chapter 26. Zombies. We'll dig into it more in the Q&A.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So anyway, that was 26, and tomorrow we will be back with...
Isaiah chapter 27, and hopefully no more zombies.
Right. See you then.
Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where the hell we are and what the hell we're doing?
Well, we're in Isaiah.
We are.
And we just finished Isaiah chapter 26.
We did.
Which had fucking God zombies in it. And I loved it. It was great. It was awesome.
I don't think they were zombies.
They were fucking zombies.
But I appreciate your enthusiasm.
I am very enthusiastic about God zombies. It's amazing.
What about non-God zombies?
I mean, any zombies are pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
Not in real life. I don't want to see zombies in real life. But fictional zombies and God zombies are all right.
I swear to God, we're going to have zombies in our backyard one day.
No zombies.
And
we'll put up a sign that says no zombies. That'll keep them away.
Zombies can't read, asshole.
Why not? Who says they can't read? There's all kinds of fucking zombies out there. Maybe we'll have the reading zombies and they'll be like, yeah, we're going to leave them alone. They've got a no zombies sign. I guess
it depends. What do you mean by zombie? Do you mean the living dead who cannot think and therefore cannot read? Do you mean the medically altered living, from 28 Days Later? Do you mean, I don't know, do they still have brain, what makes them a zombie? Do they eat people?
Yeah, sure.
Because if they can read, but they eat people, their reading ability is irrelevant if they're just coming to eat people.
I suppose you're probably right, yeah.
I am absolutely right. I have given a lot of thought to zombies because they terrify me. You really
have. We'll be outside and they'll be shuffling somewhere over in the distance and you'll be like, is that a zombie?
Giving away my secrets. It's true though. I am so fucking scared that zombies will be real one day. Even though I know that there's no such thing as zombies.
Yeah, right.
I know this.
So anyway, yesterday we read Isaiah chapter 26.
We did.
Which means that today we're going to be getting into
Isaiah chapter 27.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. All right, so here we are jumping into Isaiah chapter 27.
Okay.
In that day,
In that day.
you know,
It's always that day or
during those times.
Yeah. It's
Once
just so fucking vague.
Once upon a time. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
The Lord will punish with his sword. Okay?
Okay.
So once upon a time, the Lord will punish with his sword.
Not an iron sword, though, probably.
His fierce, great, and powerful sword.
Ah.
But you're right, not iron.
Yeah.
Leviathan, the gliding serpent. Leviathan, the coiling serpent. He will slay the monster of the motherfucking sea.
But why? What did Leviathan do?
It existed as a gliding, coiling serpent.
But didn't God make Leviathan?
And now he's going to kill it.
Right, but like, okay, this is one of my problems with God. Why does he make things just to kill them?
Well, he didn't make Leviathan.
He didn't?
He didn't make knowledge. Remember, knowledge is a
No, that was
separate
wisdom.
bitch.
That was
Wisdom. My bad.
And it doesn't really say that he didn't make it. It said it was over there.
Separate.
So maybe it got made at the same time. But like hypothetically though,
well,
God made everything. So Leviathan,
there are people who equate Leviathan to Satan,
right?
And so he's going to kill Satan with his sword.
But wouldn't God have created Satan?
You're getting too deep. I don't think this is that deep. I think it's a early myth story.
No, I know what it is.
It's stupid.
But it's just,
Yeah.
But like Leviathan, it's weird. It's just a weird. Like
Why
we just got done with zombies, and now we're talking about fucking water dragons.
Water dragons. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
In that day.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
Sing about a fruitful vineyard.
Okay.
Do it.
Wait, God kills Leviathan with his big flashy giant sword, and then we sing about vineyards.
I want you to sing about a fruitful vineyard.
I don't want to sing about a fruitful vineyard.
But God said to.
I don't listen to God.
Sing about a fruitful vineyard.
No, I really don't fucking want to.
But you just did. You're so vain, you probably think this Bible is about you. I, the Lord, watch over it. I water it continually. Yeah, he does. He probably pees on it. I guard it day and night so that no one may harm it. I am not angry.
Wait, how did we go from killing Leviathan to this?
We're done with that now.
Okay, all right.
Keep up.
So he's protecting the vineyard.
And he's not angry.
And he's not angry.
Even though he really is the angriest
like,
God I've ever read about.
That was such a bullshit, they gave no time to what they did. Like, they killed Leviathan and just like, and moving on.
Yeah.
That was it.
This is not a story that appears.
I feel really bad for Leviathan. Like, you're this big giant monster that existed sort of in the Bible, and then it's just like, I'm gone now.
I mean,
God killed me.
He was also in Job and in Psalms.
Yeah.
And he wasn't given much measure there as well.
I know, but Leviathan.
Right?
So anyway.
If only there were briars and thorns confronting me, I would march against them in battle. I would set them all on fire.
Oh.
Or else let them come to me for refuge. Let them make peace with me. Yes, let them make peace with me.
Okay.
That's his song.
So this is like him protecting his people, and he's gonna save them from people that are trying to fight them.
And Leviathans.
And Leviathans, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
In days to come, Jacob will take root. Israel will bud and blossom and fill all the world with fruit.
Yay! Now Israel's doing good again, apparently.
No, it will do good again.
Will do good again someday, sometime.
Has the Lord struck her as he struck down those who struck her? Meaning,
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, so you know how the Lord struck like other places?
Yeah.
And he was like, boom, you suck. Boom, you suck too.
Right.
Right?
I thought one of those places was Jerusalem, though.
But that's the question. Has the Lord struck down her as Israel as much as he struck the other places?
Oh, I see. So he struck, but just not as much.
Right.
He's like, I let you guys sort of survive.
Remember the remnants.
You guys only sort of suck. Remember how we covered that a while back?
Yeah.
Israel only sort of sucks.
Sucks less than the other sucky people.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Has she, Israel, been killed as those were who killed her?
I mean, ask the ones that are dead.
Right. By warfare and exile, you contend with her. With his fierce blast, he drives her out, as on a day the east wind blows. You blow. By this, then, will Jacob's guilt be atoned for. And this will be the full fruit of the removal of his sin, when he makes all the altar stones to be like limestone crushed to pieces. No Asherah poles or incense altars will be left standing.
You know, they keep saying that like over and over and over again.
And yet we keep having
and yet we keep
Asherah
having
poles,
to talk about them.
particularly the Asherah poles.
Right? Yeah.
I actually want an Asherah pole in my backyard.
I mean, right? Because he's tried so hard to get rid of all these things, and they just keep being there.
And he's like, you guys are all going to forget about those. And I'm like, I didn't, though.
Right.
And I really
and
want
now,
one.
now with Mentionitis in the Bible, we kind of want one.
Like, not to worship or anything.
No, just to fucking have it.
Just for
like,
the fuck of it. Yeah.
We have an Asherah pole.
Yep. What you gonna do, Bert?
I mean, right? Yeah.
The fortified city stands desolate, an abandoned settlement, forsaken like the wilderness. There the calves graze, there they lie down, they strip its branches bare. When its twigs are dry, they are broken off, and women come and make fires with them. For this is a people without understanding. So their maker has no compassion on them, and their creator shows them no favor.
Are we talking about non-Israelites here? I'm assuming?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sounds like maybe.
Right.
In that day,
That one.
once upon a time,
Yeah.
the Lord will thresh from the flowing Euphrates to the Wadi of Egypt. Remember, a wadi is a body of water.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's like...
That's a big amount of space. So,
Yeah.
like, that's, from over and, like, yeah. That's a big amount of space. So.
And you, Israel, will be gathered up one by one. And in that day, a great trumpet will sound. Those who were perishing in Assyria and those who were exiled in Egypt will come and worship the Lord on the holy mountain in Jerusalem. The end.
Oh, so he's sounding the trumpet, bringing everybody home. And, and people apparently, like he said that other people, they could choose to not fight and choose to worship him, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're allowing people in at this point, maybe, sort of. But as I recall, if you are not a true Israelite and you accept God from outside, you're not ever fully
Accepted
a real Israelite. Yeah. You're like a second class type God worshiper at that point or something.
Now, I am about to say something controversial, but I want it understood ahead of time that I'm merely delivering the words that I have read.
Okay. Yeah.
I have read that where it talks about from the flowing Euphrates to the Wadi of Egypt, that is one of the possible origins of the term from the river to the sea.
Oh, I see.
Well,
and much of Islam is based off of Old Testament. I mean, like it's similar. It's all Abrahamic.
Sure.
So like a lot of the stories are the same, and I don't know enough to speak
either
to that intelligently.
I don't either, and I don't
to.
subscribe to anything that even hints of anti-Semitism or wiping out a Jewish population,
right?
Which that term has the connotation of at this point. Whether that's what it originally meant, that is now how it is perceived.
Sure.
So that's why I prefaced my statement with that is a controversial thing to say, and I'm merely delivering what I have read.
Right. I would like to say that from my perspective, it's also controversial to be fully on the side of Israel.
Oh,
at this point,
yes.
too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I mean,
I was talking just about the phrase.
Yeah. No, I know. I just wanted to state out loud that like I'm not real happy with what they're doing over there.
Oh, I'm not either at all. Like I said, it's a controversial thing. I think we're both trying to tiptoe around not saying anything because we're a little out of our depths and we don't want to piss people off or be offensive and say the wrong things when we don't know enough about it.
No, but I do think that given the circumstances and how many people are dying, that there needs to be a discussion as to how we pull back from this, how we get out of this, how we stop doing what is happening.
And we had somewhat of a discussion about that topic but I think that is separate from the scope of this episode.
Yeah, totally.
And so that's why I just wanted to say, hey, so that phrase is a thing, and I don't like it, and that happened.
I'm getting signals from wife here to move along and, and shut my goddamn mouth.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
All right.
Only because we already had a discussion about the Palestinian-Israeli conflict.
Yeah, and actually, we can link to that in our show notes. So sure, I will do that. And
I don't know for a fact that is where this term originated. It is one idea that has been put forth.
Sure. Okay. Well, do you have anything else for us today before we get out of here?
That is not a thing that I want to talk about anymore. Nope.
Okay.
I am completely 100% done now.
So that was wow. That was Isaiah chapter 27.
It was.
And tomorrow we will be back with
Isaiah chapter 28. Run away, flee.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember where we are and what we're doing and what we read?
Well, I believe we just finished Isaiah chapter 27.
That is correct.
And Leviathan died.
He did.
Poor guy. He met a untimely demise at the hand of God.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I think God did something good for Israel. He didn't kill them all or something.
Maybe. I'm not really sure.
I don't know either.
I stopped paying attention
after
Leviathan.
Thank you, God, for not killing everybody.
Sure.
I guess.
If you say so.
I mean, whatever.
Something about grapes.
Dude's kind of a dick.
Oh, totally a dick.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was Isaiah chapter 27.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that today we're going to be getting into
Isaiah chapter 28.
Let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we are getting into Isaiah chapter 28.
Okay.
But before I start reading, I do want to preface this with a little bit of, I don't know, maybe a trigger warning. I don't know if that's quite the right term, but I want to put it out there that this chapter does a lot of condemning of alcoholism.
Oh.
And drinking to excess.
Okay.
And I know that we have more than one listener who is a recovering alcoholic. And so this might, I don't want anybody to hear this chapter and feel like we are condemning that state, because alcoholism is a disease. It runs in my family, and the condemnation that comes forth in this chapter is like, you suck if you drink.
Right.
And I'm like, You know what? Fuck you. No, that's not correct. That's not the way to treat people with addiction.
That's also not to say that you shouldn't try to seek help.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to put it out there before I start reading it, that's a topic that will be covered in today's chapter that is not going to sit well with me.
Sure.
And might not sit well with other listeners. And I always want to be inclusive, and I always want to be sensitive to what people might be going through.
Because I'm imagining there's no solutions given. They're just
praise
condemning
God.
It. Right.
Turn to God,
Yeah,
stupid.
Exactly.
And I happen to know that that's not a thing.
Right.
So fuck off with that. All right. So woe to that wreath, which in other translations, it's woe to that crown.
Okay. All right.
The pride of Ephraim's drunkards. To the fading flower, his glorious beauty set on the head of a fertile valley. To that city, the pride of those laid low by wine. Okay? So that's how it starts.
Yeah.
And it's like only downhill from there.
Okay.
See, the Lord has one who is powerful and strong, like a hailstorm and a destructive wind, like a driving rain and a flooding downpour. He will throw it forcefully to the ground.
Okay.
That wreath, the pride of Ephraim's drunkards, will be trampled underfoot.
Why is this wreath or crown the pride of Ephraim's drunkards? I'm not understanding.
It's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing. The wreath, the crown they're referring to is the fact that Ephraim is, I believe, the capital city of one of these northern parts of Israel,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I'm trying to recall because I took some notes ahead.
Right.
And so that's why I recall that it said something about the wreath, the crown is referring to the capital.
Okay.
And so it's kind of saying that, this beautiful city who is supposed to be like something that you look up to is taken over by drunkards.
Okay.
So it's shit is what they're saying.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see why I was a little like, let's just take a step back from that a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like a hailstorm and a destructive wind, like a driving rain and a flooding downpour, he will throw it forcefully to the ground. That wreath, the pride of Ephraim's drunkards, will be trampled underfoot.
Okay.
That fading flower, his glorious beauty, set on the head of a fertile valley. So this town that is...
It's in a nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Set on the head of a fertile valley will be like figs right before harvest. As soon as people see them and take them in hand, they swallow them. So that has to do with like instant gratification.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
In that day, the Lord Almighty will be a glorious crown, a beautiful wreath for the remnant of his people. He will be a spirit of justice to the one who sits in judgment, a source of strength to those who turn back the battle at the gate. The battle being...
this is the people that are judging those who are drunkards and those who manage to use God to beat being drunk, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
This is a really weird chapter.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, why do we need a whole fucking chapter about how shitty drunkards can be, I guess?
Well,
it's really, I mean...
I also protest the use of the word drunkard. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you drink alcohol to excess? You
Sure.
piece of shit.
Right.
Like,
No.
Whoa. Yeah. Calm your tits there, God.
I agree. It's just really weird. Like, of
Right?
all the things that we could... I guess they condemn a lot of things, but this just seems so...
A whole chapter about it is just like, geez.
Right.
Like I said,
I mean,
calm your
Leviathan's
tits.
death only got like a couple sentences.
Right?
So, I mean,
Exactly.
kind of pissed off here.
Right? And these also stagger from wine and reel from beer. Priests and prophets stagger from beer and are befuddled with wine. They reel from beer. They stagger when seeing visions. They stumble when rendering decisions.
Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Prophets?
Mm-hmm. Prophets
speak for God.
Mm-hmm.
They apparently talk to God.
Prophets and priests are drunkards in this town too.
Right. No, I understand that. But if God is referring to these people as prophets, these are God's people who are also drunk.
Yes.
And which is bad.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they prophets?
Because even though they're drunk, they still give prophecies.
But correct ones, because God has to give them.
Well, apparently, yes.
Okay, I'm.
Otherwise, they would be killed.
This
right?
just seems dumb.
It seems backwards.
Yeah,
like, if your people are problematic, then they shouldn't be considered your people. Then, right?
Right. Well, I mean, like if they're not actual prophets of God, then you would say that they were false prophets, right? That would be the correct terminology there.
Yes.
But no, you're calling them prophets
and priests.
Priests, which lends to the fact that they are communicating with God. Mm-hmm. And if they're communicating with God, that means that God hasn't condemned them fully because he's still communicating with them.
With them, yes.
So
he's like saying, hey, you know how I talk to you? Stop being an alcoholic, though. And I'm like, but how about don't reward them then? I don't know.
Yeah, don't you stop talking. Like, if this is really a problem for you, right?
Yeah.
Don't you just stop talking to them at that point?
Or, I don't know, flip a switch and, like, soften their hearts.
Right, yeah.
Stop having them have this
Make them
affliction.
hate alcohol all of a sudden.
Right?
I'm sure you can do that.
You're God. All the tables are covered with vomit, and there is not a spot without filth.
Fuck.
This town is doity.
That's disgusting.
Right?
Yeah.
Who is it he is trying to teach? To whom is he explaining his message? To children weaned from their milk? To those just taken from the breast? For it is do this, do that, a rule for this, a rule for that, a little here, a little there. Very well then, with foreign lips and strange tongues, God will speak to his people, to whom he said, this is the resting place. Let the weary rest. And this is the place of repose. But they would not listen.
Okay.
So then the word of the Lord to them will become, do this, do that, a rule for this, a rule for that, a little here, a little there. So that as they go, they will fall backward. They will be injured and snared and captured.
So I'm assuming this is to say that God is basically saying maybe that they're taking his words too literally, or that they're only seeing the punishment side of things and not the full message.
See,
or
the way
I don't know.
The way I was taking it was he was saying, the more that you misbehave, the more that I have to make little rules, and then further little rules, and then even more little rules.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right.
I mean, that could be
That's just the way I was taking it.
Okay.
You're not paying attention, so I have to tell you, okay, do this, and then I have to tell you, do that, because you're not.
So is
following.
he basically blaming the entire book of Leviticus on drunkards? Then is that?
That's what it sounds like, right? Therefore, hear the word of the Lord, you scoffers who rule this people in Jerusalem. You boast, we have entered into a covenant with death. With the realm of the dead, we have made an agreement. When an overwhelming scourge sweeps by, it cannot touch us, for we have made a lie our refuge and falsehood our hiding place.
Oh, okay.
So,
they're literally telling God they made a covenant with death. Is that what's happening here?
Like, I guess we'll die.
I don't think that's not what I would say to God.
No.
Like if I thought I was talking to God, I would not say, "Hey, dude, we made a covenant with death, and so we can't be touched. So fuck off."
Right?
Yeah, that's not how that conversation would go.
If you actually believe in God and you're talking to him, don't you be like, I have a serious problem. Please help me with it. Right?
Also, if they're making covenants with death, they aren't putting a lot of stock in the power of God.
Right.
I'm just making an observation here.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
As usual, your people are flaky.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you're you are not showing yourself to be as powerful as you claim to be.
Let's put this out there. Every time you pull away from your people, a few generations of them haven't seen you and don't know you, and therefore start to believe in the things that they can see.
Right.
And so then you get mad at them even though you have been absent.
Right.
So maybe God be present in your people's lives and they will not fall away from you.
Right.
After all, as you continue to point out, we are but shitty humans. We are but born in sin and filth, dumb doo-doo brains, right?
Yeah.
So, if you're gonna be like that and you're gonna know that we are the stupids that we are, be present.
God's like the parent that pops out the kids and is like, I made you.
Right?
They're just like, that's their whole basis for authority is I made you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And
then
what else?
What else did you do?
What other things should I base that respect on, that authority on?
Because as the shitty teenager says, I didn't ask to be born. I mean, right?
Right.
It's not like I was like, I think I'll be born to human today.
No, you have to earn respect. You have to show reasons for people to give you respect. You can't just
be.
Right, yeah.
But that's exactly what the Christian apologist would tell you is that, no, but he made us, and that is the gift he gave to us.
But even humans can't, you can't expect that in any relationship as a human.
Right.
Why would we expect that that's the case for our God?
Exactly.
He made us apparently in his image.
Mm-hmm.
So you would think that the relationships would work much the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they don't.
They do not.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, they do not.
Right.
So, this is what the sovereign Lord says. See, I lay a stone in Zion, a tested stone, a precious cornerstone for a sure foundation. The one who relies on it will never be stricken with panic. I will make justice the measuring line, and righteousness the plumb line. Hail will sweep away your refuge, 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 the lie, and water will overflow your hiding place. Your covenant with death will be annulled. Your agreement with the realm of the dead will not stand. When the overwhelming scourge sweeps by, you will be beaten down by it. As often as it comes, it will carry you away. Morning after morning, by day and by night, it will sweep through.
Wait, so it's going to sweep you away day after day? Morning after morning?
Death coming.
It's like it's going to be a repeating process that you're going to be swept away?
Not for each individual, but for the town.
Okay.
He's talking to the town as a whole.
Right.
So he's like, death coming. Y'all gonna die.
Got it.
The plague is a coming.
I don't think anybody said this, though. Like, this just sounds like a bunch of
so.
bullshit.
It does, yeah. The understanding of this message will bring sheer terror. I'm not afraid, are you?
No.
I'm annoyed.
I mean, I'm, even in a biblical sense, even in canon here, I'm struggling with this actually being something that happened.
Right.
That it's not, this doesn't really fit my idea of what God has done or is doing.
Right.
Like, he's just, I don't know.
Well, I did forget to mention, yesterday was the end of that.
That little section.
24 through 27, I think.
Yeah.
Where he was just talking to that one group.
Right.
And now we're in the next little section, which is like 28 through, I don't know, like 34 or something like that.
Got it.
And he's just like saying some other shit.
No, I know. And I'm not saying that he hasn't said that he's going to kill people before. He has. It's just that this seems very petty. Like that. And again, not that he hasn't been petty before, but this just, I don't, this is so boring. Yeah. Like, you're punishing people for being drunk. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he's not just punishing them for being drunk. He's punishing them for being perpetually drunk, for being alcoholics, for turning to alcohol as a balm instead of turning to him. That's what the deal with this chapter is supposed to be. It's not just that they're drunk. It's the bigger picture.
Right.
The whole town is a fucking mess.
Okay.
The bed is too short to stretch out on, the blanket too narrow to wrap around you. The Lord will rise up as he did at Mount Perazim. Perazim? Sure. He will rouse himself as in the valley of Gibeon to do his work, his strange work, and perform his task. His alien task. Oh my God. God is an alien.
Strange tasks and alien tasks.
Strange and alien. That's what God is, all right.
Okay. All right. Now, it says right there. See, we can make a whole conspiracy theory of this.
There in the Bible.
God's an alien.
God's an alien.
That's what it is.
Said it in Isaiah.
Yep.
Done. Now stop your mocking, or your chains will become heavier.
My chains are just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. In fact, you know what? I haven't seen chains anywhere on me.
I got no chains.
I mock all the fucking time.
No, kid wears chains.
Yeah, they do.
What are those? The decorative.
The decorative chains, like
the ones that loop onto your pantses.
Right. I don't know what they call them. There must be a name for it.
Like, I always thought of them as like motorcycle gang chains.
Right.
But they wear them and they're cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, if it's not a style, it's a style for our kid at the very least.
Right.
So,
yeah. Our kid is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, stop your mocking or your chains will become heavier. The Lord Almighty, to be specific,
that one. Okay.
has told me of the destruction decreed against the whole land. Because don't forget, I'm Isaiah saying all that shit.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Listen and hear my voice. Pay attention and hear what I say. All right, now this next part is a parable. Okay. So, and I say that up front because that's what the notes say. I know how much you love them, but it doesn't specify as you're reading this. We are about to read a parable, but in my notes, I saw, this is where that parable starts.
Okay. Right. Yep.
When a farmer plows for planting, does he plow continually? Does he keep on breaking up and working the soil? When he has leveled the surface, does he not sow caraway and scatter cumin? Does he not plant wheat in its place, barley in its plot, and spelt in its field. His God instructs him and teaches him the right way.
Wait, his God teaches him how to farm?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Didn't you know?
I didn't know God taught farming.
I want to get in on that.
Right? That's like a trade skill.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that the specific things that are mentioned are caraway and cumin.
Right. They must have been popular items, you know?
Well, I don't like caraway. I don't. I think it tastes gross. But I have cumin is one of the spices that I use regularly. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Well, there you go.
But that one and like garlic salt and
right.
Coriander seed.
Sure.
I love that.
Okay.
You know, coriander comes from the same plant as what is that stuff that you like?
That stuff that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Cilantro?
Cilantro.
Oh, okay.
Coriander and cilantro come from the same plant.
Wow.
One is the leaf and one is the seed.
Okay. All right.
Cool, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And so we use those regularly. And tarragon, I love me some tarragon.
Tarragon, take me away.
And the other spice that I use regularly, I heard you. I ignored you.
I know.
Is celery salt.
Okay.
I love celery salt.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, caraway is not threshed with a sledge. Duh.
Okay.
Nor is the wheel of a cart rolled over cumin. Duh. Caraway is beaten out with a rod and cumin with a stick.
Of course.
Everybody knows that.
Duh.
Cool. Grain must be ground to make bread. So one does not go on threshing it forever. Even if you have a threshing floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's saying, you have to know the proper steps and tools and times.
And apparently God can teach you these things.
God
you
will
just have
teach
to
you
sign
these
up for
things.
God
God
Farming
cooking
101.
class.
Yeah. And God cooking class is stuff too.
The wheels of a threshing cart may be rolled over it, but one does not use horses to grind grain.
No?
I guess not.
Okay. I didn't know. I doubt we use anything that they use to make grain these days.
Because you know why? Because this ain't the fucking BCE.
Right,
That's why.
right.
All this also comes from the Lord Almighty, whose plan is wonderful, whose wisdom is magnificent. The end. Okay?
Okay.
Got it?
I have it. It's
Go on.
He's very vain, this
Oh,
God.
isn't he though?
He thinks that he does everything. And they claim throughout this book that God does everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you don't listen to him, that you die.
Right.
That's just basically like the whole theme of the fucking book.
Except that you die anyway, whether you listen to him or not.
Right. No, I mean that's fair. And apparently you can be evil or good and live a long life, or you can be evil or good and die quickly. It doesn't really fucking matter. That's all happened at certain points in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically people live and then they die, and they say there's a God. I say there's not. I guess we'll just, let it stand there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see any evidence thus far that points to any fucking God.
Mm-mm.
And I'm a little bit over this dude. he is a dick. He's a fucking asshole. He punishes people for stupid fucking reasons. He doesn't have any knowledge of how to actually people. Like, he can't function. Like, as a god, he's worthless.
What really strikes me is that people hang on to this stuff as though it's still relevant. The way that Supreme Court justices hold on to originalist Constitution stuff as though the forefathers understood that the internet was going to happen someday. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, people who talk about things from either 200, 2000, or 2 million years ago and say, nope, that's the way it was then, so that's the way it's got to be now.
Right.
That is so fucking asinine and backwards.
Yeah.
Like, there is nothing good and proper about that.
No.
I don't understand. Don't you want better? Don't you want to grow? Don't you want to learn? Don't you want more?
I mean, I maybe that's what the New Testament's going to be. That's them growing and learning. I mean, that's what people tell me all the time.
We haven't read it yet, so sure, I'll leave room for that possibility. But I'm a doubter. I'm going to tell you that. I'm skeptical.
I'm definitely not convinced.
I'm not holding out much hope.
Right. So anyway, we're just rambling on now about bullshit. So that was Isaiah chapter 28.
It sure as fuck was.
And we will be back tomorrow with
Isaiah chapter 29.
We'll see you guys then.
Yep, bye. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where we are and what we've been reading and what's happened thus far?
Well, we have kind of sucked the last couple of days.
Mm.
And so it's been a couple days since we released a podcast now.
Yeah.
But I believe the last time we put one out, it was Isaiah chapter 28.
That is correct.
And they were talking about people who drink a lot in a city, and then there was destroying shit going on. Maybe I don't know. But they didn't like people who drink apparently.
Yeah, they were against alcoholics and drunkards, I think they called them.
Right. Yeah.
And that was the people and the leadership of the city and the priests and prophets.
Right.
Anybody engaged in a hootenanny.
Yeah. So that was Isaiah chapter 28.
Correct.
Which means that today we're going to be getting into
Isaiah chapter 29.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. All right, so we are about to hop into Isaiah chapter 29, but I just wanted to reiterate before we do that we're in the middle of a section.
Right.
Okay. The previous section was chapters 24 through 27 of Isaiah, and those constituted a continuous poetical prophecy, usually referred to as the Isaiah motherfucking apocalypse.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super apocalypse.
Yeah.
It was like, the world's going to end. We're all going to die. It's going to suck. There's going to be trash. And that's what like a lot of Christians refer to as the time following the rapture, right before the tribulation and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that was that section. Currently, we are in a section that constitutes chapters Isaiah 28 through 35.
Okay.
That are a collection of poems on Israel and Judah.
Got it.
So
this is a collection of poems?
Yeah. But
the bit about the drunk people, that was poem? There's poems in our mixed, apparently.
There's poems, like, I don't know if you recall, the end of the last chapter had a parable.
Yeah, okay.
So they're called poems, but the term is used loosely, not as like these rhyme scheme, like Shakespearean kind of poems, so much as just it's Isaiah talking about Judah and Israel, and it's nothing, I don't know, story or whatever.
Got it. Okay. Yep.
No. So just wanted to let you know where we're at and what we're doing.
Sure.
And now we are in Isaiah chapter 29.
Yep.
Which starts out, "Woe to you, Ariel, the city where David settled."
Oh.
So, yeah, I looked that up, and we could talk more about it in a Q&A, I guess.
Yeah.
But it basically is just the city of Jerusalem.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Ariel equals Jerusalem then.
Well, I looked it up. There is more about it.
Yeah, we can get into that on the Q&A.
Later. Yep. Yeah. Add year to year and let your cycle of festivals go on. Yet I will besiege Ariel. So I guess this is God talking?
Okay.
Question mark?
I mean, a lot of times in Isaiah, it seems to be Isaiah talking for God.
On God's behalf.
Yeah, which is like he's doing a lot of talking for God. And I find that very bold of him.
Yes.
And also not with much authority that they've like I don't see the authority behind it, right? Like in other parts.
The fuck do you think you are to speak so, my friend?
Yeah, but even like other prophets in the Bible, they made a point to say, and God on this point in time and this night said this to this prophet, and then that's how they knew this thing, right?
Right.
This is just like God talking all the time.
Yeah.
Through like this, they're like, we want God to say something, but obviously God can't talk to us directly. So we're just going to make Isaiah the person who's talking for God.
Like, we'll tack on a quote mark at the end and go, "Said Isaiah."
Right.
Like, okay. Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's just really weird.
It is very weird. Yet I will besiege Ariel. She will mourn and lament. She will be to me like an altar hearth. I will encamp against you on all sides.
That's not very nice.
Right? I will encircle you with towers and set up my siege works against you.
Wait, God has siege works?
Apparently he can have them built on his behalf.
I guess that's true. He's used other forces as tools, so I guess maybe that's what he's talking about.
Everybody.
I just find it interesting the way they phrase these things, like because they're saying God's going to do this, but no, like other countries or other tribes or other people are going to do this to them, and you're going to claim that God did this.
You're going to attribute it to God.
Right,
okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
There's a huge difference there.
Huge, yeah. Brought low, you will speak from the ground.
Because you're dead.
Or humbled.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's what we're looking at more in this chapter based on what I've read. It's the great humbling.
Got it. Okay.
Your speech will mumble out of the dust. Your voice will come ghost-like from the earth. Out of the dust, your speech will whisper. Or maybe zombies. What the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
You know?
So basically when you're not worshiping God enough, he's going to scare you to the point where you grovel before him and are nearly dying of fright to the point that you're begging for forgiveness from him in order to win the love of people because he's jealous and an asshole. Is that basically what I'm understanding here?
Sounds about right.
Okay. All right.
But your many enemies will become like fine dust, the ruthless hordes like blown chaff. Suddenly, in an instant, the Lord Almighty will come with thunder, an earthquake and great noise, with windstorm and tempest and flames of a devouring fire. So
wait, who's he killing?
He just switched from I am God speaking, I'm gonna get ya.
Jerusalem. Like that's what like Ariel is Jerusalem. Like they're equating those two as the same name for that city or whatever. And he's saying, like, the way I understood it is to that point, up until this point, was that he's going to surround Jerusalem and maybe attack them. But now it sounds like he's killing the enemies that are surrounding them.
Well, what I was saying though was it was a complete change in tense of who's speaking. It was I am God, I'm gonna get ya.
Oh.
And then the next sentence is the Lord is gonna get ya.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I'm like, who are you?
So
are you Israel or are you God? Who are you? Are you Isaiah or are you the Lord?
Right.
Who is speaking here? There's no quote marks. I don't understand.
So basically, we just have to try to keep up and assume that some. Well, I don't know. Sometimes Isaiah is speaking as God for God. Sometimes he's speaking as Isaiah about God.
Right.
And you just have to kind of determine in any instance which is going on at that point in time, I guess.
Because apparently they didn't know anything about attribution back then.
Right.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
The Bible has a great way of making early people sound very stupid.
I mean,
that makes me sad.
It's not exclusive to early people.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It just, I'm like, it makes it seem like, God, were they really just that incapable of writing good words back then? And
yes,
I don't
the
know
answer is yes.
But I don't know that that's true because the Bible was the only like words that survived. You know?
Right, but I mean, I think that literary works back then in general, and just this, I'm just basing this off of what little I have studied about biblical writings and things like that. There weren't a lot of people that were versed in writing. Most of the people that were writing, quote unquote, writing back then, were copying. They weren't actually even writing. There was only a very, very, very select few who actually knew how to write.
The 5 people who knew how to write were brainless.
They weren't brainless. They just, like, their knowledge of what writing was is everything that they could determine. It wasn't based on tomes of knowledge that they had for other from other people. You know, like they just didn't have the internet yet. Yeah.
And it's sad for them.
Well, I'm giving them a little bit of credit here. They've managed to write this stuff without a lot of help, you know.
They did not have AI, that is certain. Then the hordes of all the nations that fight against Ariel, that attack her and her fortress and besiege her, will be as it is with a dream, with a vision in the night, as when a hungry person dreams of eating but awakens hungry still. I hate that dream. As when a thirsty person dreams of drinking but awakens faint and thirsty still. No, when I dream of drinking, that's the time when I wake up and I have to run for the bathroom because I might pee my pants. Seriously, and I'm not trying to pee the bed at my age.
Right, yeah.
So it will be with the hordes of the nations that fight against Mount Zion. They also might pee the bed?
So, I think we've switched to he brought those people there to fight Jerusalem, and now he's going to
he's like,
kill them.
I'm going to get you now. I'm done with you.
This is a really, like, I used you guys to scare them, but now I'm going to kill you.
Yep. Instead of thanks, bye, it's thanks, die. Be stunned and amazed. Blind yourselves and be sightless. Be drunk, but not from wine. Stagger, but not from beer. The Lord has brought over you a deep sleep. Honk chew, honk chew, honk chew. Shh.
Oh my God.
What? That's the fake snore.
Yes.
Yeah. He has sealed your eyes, which were the prophets. He has covered your heads, which were the seers.
Okay.
For you, this whole vision is nothing but words sealed in a scroll. And if you give the scroll to someone who can read and say, read this, please, they will answer, I can't. It is sealed. Or if you give the scroll to someone who cannot read and say, read this, please, they will answer, I don't know how to read.
So no one can. Okay.
They can't read it.
I'm really struggling with this a little bit.
It's basically God is making them incapable of reading.
Oh.
If they already don't know how to read, fine. If they do know how to read, he's making it to where they're not able to read.
I see. So is this kind of like the Tower of Babel?
Kind of.
Sort of.
He took away their prophets. He took away anybody who's able to explain stuff to them. He's taken away their ability to understand or decipher or figure.
Okay.
They can't figure it out.
Got it.
You know?
Yep.
The Lord says, these people come near to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, whatever, but their hearts are far from me. See?
So he's okay. All right.
He's like, fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
I can see your heart.
Right.
Your lips suck.
Got it.
Your lips are moving, but you lie. Meghan Trainor?
Sure. Yeah.
You don't know that song?
I do.
Okay. Their worship of me is based on merely human rules that have been taught. As rules are when God does not show himself. Yeah. Then they can only do the best they can do, which is lip service.
Right.
So that kind of like God's blaming them, and I'm like, that's not how a relationship works, bruh.
Right. If you want somebody to actually know something, you have to teach them that thing.
Yeah, and you weren't there, so
they
other
made people did their best, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And this is just even assuming that you actually exist,
right?
Which I'm not even giving you that much credit. So
yeah. Therefore, once more, I will astound these people with wonder upon wonder. Okay, good. The wisdom of the wise will perish. Oh, that's not wonderful.
Yeah, that's not good.
The intelligence of the intelligent will vanish.
It's also not good.
Oh, God. It's like
feels a little bit like what's happening now in the United States, though.
It really does, doesn't it? Woe to those who go to great depths to hide their plans from the Lord, who do their work in darkness and think, who sees us? Who will know? Like,
well, I don't believe that God will, actually, because I don't think he's proven he can't see things very well.
Yeah.
Even with limited people on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So this bit
in canon.
Right, in canon. Yeah.
I'm
so like this is
A, you don't exist. B, the stories that I've read about the fake you, they don't paint you in a pretty light.
Right. And also you seem also not capable of a lot of the things you claim later on, like here.
Yeah.
You know, like this is
you
weren't capable of even this amount of knowledge with 5 people on the goddamn planet.
Yeah.
So
sorry, but you're weak.
Yeah.
You turn things upside down as if the potter were thought to be like the clay. Shall what is formed say to the one who formed it, you did not make me?
I do. I do say that.
But I don't say that to the one who formed me. I say
right.
that to people who claim that a thing formed me.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And I'm like, no, that's not how science works. They're spermies and eggies.
Yeah, not a god.
Yeah. Can the pot say to the potter, "You know nothing"? Pots don't talk.
That's true.
So
That's true.
No. But also, if a pot did talk to me as I was potting it up, I would be like, I do know things, but I'm betting that because you're different, that you know things too.
Right.
Like, what would a pot know?
Many
different things than me, right? It's made up of different stuff than I am.
It sure is.
Wow. In a very short time, will not Lebanon be turned into a fertile field? And the fertile field seem like a forest?
I don't know.
So he's saying that the lands are going to switch.
Sure.
Switch
no, I got it. But how would we know that?
Did it happen?
Did it happen?
I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Because we still refer to that fertile field as that fertile field. And
right.
Lebanon was renowned back then as being that forest. Still is.
Is it?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. It's not a fertile field.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
Okay.
In that day, the deaf will hear the words of the scroll, and out of gloom and darkness, the eyes of the blind will see. Once more, the humble will rejoice in the Lord. The needy will rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. The ruthless will vanish. The mockers will disappear. And all who have an eye for evil will be cut down. Okay. Those who with a word make someone out to be guilty, who ensnare the defender in court, and with false testimony deprive the innocent of justice. So liars going to be true, and
it all
sounds are going to be lies.
Sounds great, sort of, maybe.
No,
I don't know.
Everything's going to switch places. Is what he's saying.
Right. Okay.
Truther's going to lie. Liar's going to truth.
Oh, I thought he was saying he was going to punish those people that were doing those things.
Oh, maybe I missed it. I forgot to pay attention a little bit.
Oh,
I might have missed that.
I thought he was saying he was going to punish them, so I think we're okay here. Like that's why I was saying I think it sounds okay-ish, but
like it's coming
in practice,
around?
I don't know how it's going to work out.
Right. Therefore, this is what the Lord who redeemed Abraham says to the descendants of Jacob. No longer will Jacob be ashamed. No longer will their faces grow pale. When they see among them their children, the work of my hands, they will keep my name holy. They will acknowledge the holiness of the Holy One of Jacob, and will stand in awe of the God of Israel. Those who are wayward in spirit will gain understanding. Those who complain will accept instruction. The end.
See. So all they had to do was get rid of the brain trust and the wise people in order to instill the correct fear and the correct fear of God into them. Is that basically what he's saying? He was going to kill he's going to get rid of the intelligent people, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to get rid of the wise people.
Mm-hmm.
And that just leaves, hypothetically, I'm guessing he's kind of angling at the simple people that need, help and they need the fear of God put in them, right? So if we get rid of all those smart and wise people, it makes them so much easier to control.
That is what's happening in Florida, question mark?
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about our schooling systems and how they are, not making this country a better place because we're losing a lot of skills. We're losing a lot of people that could do better.
Well, of course.
So
we're losing teachers for one thing, and we're not providing the teachers with what they need, which is why we're losing teachers. And then we're also crippling our teachers by not allowing them to have the access to education to pass on, say books.
Right.
And teaching them about other people that are not white and straight and cis.
Right.
So we are dumbing down our nation. That is for certain.
Yeah. And what replaces intelligence? Religion.
Lambs.
Well, yeah. And religion.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's
the lambs of God.
That's what they want. Religion thrives in times of
dumbness.
Yeah. Dumbness. Yes. There we go.
Me dumb. Love God.
All right. So that was Isaiah chapter 29.
Sure as fuck was.
And we are going to be doing another podcast here in just a few minutes after we're done with this one. So after this one gets posted, you'll probably already see that we've got the other one posted, which will be Q&A. And then we've got a
Patreon
coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
And then I'll get the weekly wrap-up done. And then we will be back on Monday with
Isaiah chapter 30.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you know what we're doing today right now?
Well, technically, it's still Saturday. So I guess that means we're doing
Q&A Saturday.
That's right. And so what will we be Qing and Aing today?
Well, today we're going over Isaiah chapters 25 through 29, which I got to tell you really fucked up my math for a minute.
It did. It did. Yeah, you don't like non-multiples of 5.
Well, we did 5. It was just not, like, under normal circumstances, this would be chapters 26 through 30.
Right.
But last week, we only did 4.
Right.
So we're off, and my math is off.
We are, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you got anything to cover before we get into this, or should we just jump in?
Let's just jump in.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. All right, so we are doing Q&A Saturday, and we are covering Isaiah chapters 25 through 29.
Correct.
Okay, so let us not forget that 25, 26, and 27 were still part of that Isaiah apocalypse.
Right.
So bad things are coming down the pipe.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So chapter 25 was about praise for the Lord's favor. Okay.
Okay.
And they were praising what God has done, and it was all kinds of God is great kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And but in verse 2 it said the city will never be rebuilt. And there was all kinds of questions about which city, the city. What is the city?
Right.
Right? And a cursory glance at the passage would encourage readers to understand, obviously this must be referring to Babylon, because that's what they were kind of talking about.
Right.
But some scholars suppose that Samaria was intended.
Okay.
But here we go. Guess what? Not everybody agrees.
Oh.
Others contend that the word is used collectively and that various cities are intended. Like
I see.
The city, like all the ones that God's knocking down.
Okay.
But guess what?
That might not be it either.
That might not be it either. Some Jewish scholars generally understand it to be Rome. Rome will never be rebuilt. Okay?
Oh.
While still other leaders in the Jewish community understand it to refer to many cities which they say will be destroyed in the coming times of Gog and Magog.
Okay.
So that's a whole thing.
Got it.
Okay.
There's a lot of cities that might never be rebuilt.
Right.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Though Rome definitely still exists. I know that. I know that one for sure.
It does.
Yeah.
So that happened in chapter 25. Like, what was that about? I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So chapter 26 was about a song of trust in the Lord's protection.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing particularly good or bad in that for me to cover. Like, there's no special notes other than that. Don't forget, it's still part of the Isaiah apocalypse.
Okay.
Generally, that chapter was about the city of God and versus the city of man.
Okay.
Like talking about relying on the systems that man has built up versus the systems that God wants you to rely on.
Okay.
God's people anticipate vindication, and there was a community lament.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that chapter, God's people anticipate vindication, and that gets continued on into the next chapter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So Isaiah 27. So this is the last of the Isaiah apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So this one was interesting because they talked about Leviathan.
Right.
Right.
Wait, we skipped right over. Like, they didn't cover whether it was zombies or not in 26.
No, we didn't. That wasn't something that came up.
I want to know if they were really zombies.
Well, then I will do a special little extra thing about zombies, but that wasn't part of my legit studies.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So I apologize. I skipped right over that. I was trying to be serious. And I wasn't my normal fun-loving self.
All right.
So I'll go back, though, at some point, and we'll talk about zombies in the Bible.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
I really think we ought to reserve zombies in the Bible to after Jesus comes and dies, though. Okay?
But there's other zombies.
I know, but we could do a whole zombies in the Bible special.
I see.
And, like, lump them all in.
Okay.
You know,
why do we only have to do one special? We could do zombies all the time.
Why don't we discuss this some other time when I'm not on the spot? Jeez. That sounds great, dear.
Okay.
I'll study all the zombies. And
great. Yeah.
We will talk
Let's turn this into a biblical zombie podcast, you know?
Okay, we can do that.
Why doesn't that exist? It should exist.
It should exist, honestly.
Yeah, right?
Just in time for not Halloween.
Well, I mean, you know, timing's not my best thing, so.
No, it really isn't. But let's talk about Leviathan, though.
Leviathan, yes.
Okay. So the language used here draws on mythology and ancient myths of nations near Israel.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And the term Leviathan, as used here, is normally linked with Ugaritic Lotan. Do you remember us talking about Lotan before in one of our specials?
Yes.
He was the chaos monster destroyed by Baal in the Canaanite creation myth.
Oh.
It may be applied figuratively to monstrous enemies of Israel and therefore also of God.
I see.
Okay.
Leviathan
is also referred to in Job and in Psalms. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
These passages reinforce the idea of Leviathan as a mighty, serpent-like creature connected with the sea who resists God and will be crushed by the Lord.
Yeah, in about 2 sentences or so.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed with that.
I was as well, but it's something that's referred to big time when it comes to like the end times and that whole Gog and Magog thing.
Sure.
So
what I found out since, because I was curious about Leviathan a little bit, but apparently there's like this whole like Leviathan cult type thing. Like it's almost kind of connected with like devil worshipping maybe or something. I'm not really sure how that all works in, and I'm sure by devil worshiping I'm not really meaning like they literally worship the devil or Leviathan. It's probably similar thinkings to spiritualism or something like that, but there's like a symbol and everything. It's really cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like an upside down cross with like a infinity symbol on the bottom.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Had not heard of that.
It's something I definitely want to look into more at some point.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Along with our zombies.
Well, yeah, zombies and Leviathans and all that.
Lions and tigers
that's
and bears.
Good shit.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, in the kingdom of the Lord, Israel receives mercy. Going on through that chapter. Okay. Mm-hmm. God shows his mercy to Israel, and that even though he struck Israel when Israel went astray,
he didn't kill them all.
He did not strike Israel as severely as he did the other nations. So it's like the abusive husband who says, "Why you crying? I didn't hit you as hard as I coulda. You should have seen the wife I had before you."
Not me, husband.
Oh no!
I was just clarifying.
Yeah, I'm just saying like. That's what it reads as, like this whole abusive, like I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
So God shows his mercy to Israel in that he destroyed their idolatrous altars and images and forced them to worship only him.
But how many times have we heard that fucking story over and over and over and over again? He's always destroying all the idols and all the gods and all the whatevers, and they just keep coming back over and over and over again.
Spoiler alert, they'd never get destroyed.
Right. Yeah, it's dumb.
It is, and it's tiresome, moreover.
Right. He's just like pumping his chest out and going, I'm going to do this thing, and then not actually do it.
Yep, it's true. So God makes the nations submit to him, because that's what a merciful, loving God does. Right? And then in the kingdom of the Lord, the city of man lies desolate. And in the kingdom of the Lord, he is worshipped in Jerusalem.
Okay.
That happened in chapter 27.
By all the people he didn't kill.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was the end of the apocalypse stuff. Okay?
Yes.
So now we're in 28. And 28 through 35 are a collection of quote-unquote poems on Israel and Judah.
Right.
Okay?
But mostly what I've got out of it so far is drunkenness.
Well, yeah,
So,
obviously. And
yeah.
blindness.
Right.
And illiteracy.
Yeah, and he's going to wipe away intelligence and wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So these are mostly directed to the southern kingdom of Judah, since it is most often effective to address a sin present in a third party and then apply it directly to the person. Isaiah will first speak of the sin of Israel and then switch the focus to Judah. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's something that we missed.
I certainly
did not catch
that. He was talking. I thought he was talking about enemies, but I guess given the time frame of this, they were two different kingdoms. So I guess those people could be considered enemies at that point in time. So that might I just didn't catch that exactly was what was going on.
Same. So in this particular chapter, chapter 28, we talked about the condemnation and captivity of Ephraim. Do you remember all that? That's where he was talking about the sinful state of the drunkards of Ephraim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And a flood of judgment upon the drunkards of Ephraim.
Right.
Okay. Now, in verse 1, it said, "Woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim."
Yeah.
Crown refers to Samaria, which was the capital city of the northern kingdom of Israel, where the priests and prophets are included among the drunkards.
Okay. Yep.
So then it goes on to talk about the beauty of the Lord replacing the faded beauty of Ephraim and the corruption of drunkenness in Judah and God's message to those who are ripe for judgment, and the simple message gets mocked. Because we love them mocking mockers.
Right. Yeah.
And Isaiah warns of the consequences of rejecting the simple message of the Lord. Okay, so then he gives the warning to Jerusalem.
The message that he's giving.
Yes.
For the Lord.
Yes.
To Jerusalem.
He's like, stop mocking me.
Did it ever occur to Isaiah or anybody that maybe he just wasn't the best messenger?
That's what I would have thought, but who am I?
If he can't seem to get the point across, maybe it's a him issue.
Right.
You know?
He's like, stop mocking me. I'm trying to tell you what the God said.
Right, yeah.
Oh, but the Lord doesn't like it when you make fun of me. So he gives a message, a warning to Jerusalem. Okay.
Yeah.
And he talks about the cornerstone of which is Zion.
Right.
Okay. The false confidence of sinful leaders, the security of the Messiah, and the precarious place of sinners. And he gives advice to those ripe for judgment.
Right.
Okay, and we end that chapter with a parable of the farmer.
Yeah.
The timing of the farmer versus the timing of God.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember that boring silliness?
I do.
All right. So then we move on to chapter 29, which is what we just finished reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about a problem solved and a problem started, kind of like Eminem, or not Eminem, Vanilla Ice. Sorry, different white rapper.
You're gonna have to clarify here.
If you got a problem, he solved it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. All
Sorry.
Right.
We talked about Ariel and her enemies.
So check out My God while Isaiah revolves it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. You
All right.
got it.
Sorry. Yeah. It was rattling around in my brain. I had to get it out. So
I apologize that I even said Eminem. I was just like, sometimes when you get old, you like things start to blend together.
Is that what happens?
That's exactly what happens.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I am 2 years older than you.
You are, so I guess it's coming any day now.
Yeah, you're just not quite there yet.
I gotta get there.
So I don't know if you recall, just 10 minutes ago when we read this, that verse 1 said, "Woe to Ariel, the city where David dwelt. Add year to year, let feasts come around."
Yeah.
So Ariel is Jerusalem and means literally Lion of God.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Some scholars suggest that the term Ariel is derived from the root Ari, A-R-I, meaning to burn, such that Isaiah expects that Jerusalem will become like the altar, which we read about later in that same section, which i.e. would be a scene of Holocaust.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's talking about burning the shit down.
Okay. Yeah.
Given the context of the verses, calling Jerusalem Lion of God is probably sarcastic. The repetition of the name, it's used 4 times in 2 verses.
Yeah.
And the context of God's judgment against Jerusalem suggests the idea that Jerusalem may have thought of herself as the Lion of God, but God certainly did not share that lofty opinion of the city as we read.
Got it. So it was almost like a mocking of them
Mhm.
referring to themselves that way, sort of?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. He's like, yeah, go on, Ariel. Speaking of Ariel, I'm going to burn your shit down.
Right, right.
You know?
But it was very confusing to just throw out that new name for Jerusalem just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was new to us, but it would not have been new to the people at the time.
Sure. No, I get it. But in reading the Bible,
Yes.
you know, like it comes across as very abrupt and like,
what
what?
even the
What are we
fuck
talking
are you
about?
talking about? Yeah. But that's why we do these, so that we can like try to like, what the fuck did I just read?
But this is also part of the reason why I have such immense trouble believing that any of this is not even okay. So logically, I just don't believe there's God. Period. The end. That doesn't
Full
require the
stop.
Bible. Nothing. Anything like that.
Mhm.
But like beyond that, if you are going to tell me that I'm supposed to find God in the Bible or whatever, reading through this thing, it's not put down in a way that makes a lot of sense. Like
Right.
you would think a God could make their one book that they have to spread their message
Right.
a lot more clear and a lot more concise.
What I've come to the conclusion of is that the Bible is more like for the Uber fans. Like, you already believe in God, and then you read this for like the background shit if you're
Okay.
interested in stuff that you already like.
Yeah.
It's not for noobs that come in and want to like figure out, so what's God? No, that's not how you do it. Like,
Sure.
like it's like if you were reading about a band and you read all of their lyrics and you read all of their stuff, but you had never heard their music before.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to have already gone to the concert or at least heard a few songs on the radio.
Okay.
And then you're like, wow, I really like this music. I wonder what the song
So
means.
it's our fault 'cause we've never heard God on the radio.
Yes, that
Okay.
is correct.
I
Although
see.
I would go further and say that it's God's fault because he never released a single.
Yes, true. If it was, it definitely wasn't a hit single.
No.
No.
Not in the
It never
US
made the
anyway.
charts here anyway.
Yeah.
Not in this household.
So, yeah, I mean, if he, like, turned on that light switch that we talked about
Yeah.
and made us interested in seeing what is God all about, I might be interested in believing in God.
Right.
Then we would experience God and then want to learn more and then read the Bible. But that's not how the Bible is presented to us. The Bible is presented as, you should read this and find God. No, actually, that's backwards, guys.
Right.
You're supposed to, like, find God and then read the Bible. That's
Sure.
my interpretation.
That's
my
the way you
understanding.
see it supposed. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Regardless, I
Why-
don't believe in God. I've never felt God.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, and the Bible is not helping me. It's just making matters worse.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah.
for me, it wouldn't have mattered because there was never going to be hearing the single and being interested in learning more about the band.
Right. And I just want to reiterate, the words in the Bible don't lend credibility to it.
No, they
So.
really don't.
That's all.
So, at any rate, God didn't share that lofty opinion of the city.
Okay. Yeah.
It may be that the people of Jerusalem had taken to calling themselves by the name Ariel to both express and strengthen their confidence.
Okay.
Kind of like how we call, like, New York the Big Apple or whatever.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
in centuries to come, they would be like, there's not an apple, though.
Right.
They don't even grow apples there.
Or
What
like
the fuck?
our hometown is, it's Dayton,
Mhm.
and they call it the Gem City.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, we give them names that are, better, loftier than what they actually are. So, yeah.
The Shining City on the Hill.
What's that?
That one is
Sounds familiar, like I should know it.
Washington, D.C. kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Like we should all it's supposed to be representative of the great city of freedom of the US to
okay.
like the thing that we're supposed to aspire to
Got it.
for other countries to want to be like us.
Got it.
That whole shining city on the hill. you know?
Okay. Got it.
Like we should want to be better and other people want to be us.
Got it.
All right. So that was Ariel and what she meant. And she's a city.
Okay.
Not a mermaid.
Yeah.
Neither little nor big.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's no Ursula.
That's sad.
That is sad. Did you know that the character of Ursula in Disney's Little Mermaid was actually based upon a drag queen?
I did, because you've told me that. Yeah.
I just thought that was so cool. And I'm going way off topic here, but I have discovered so many Disney characters are queer coded because of the artists involved in creating the Disney movies.
Right.
And it's just so sad that it has to be queer coded and can't just be like blatant and out there, because
it's becoming more that way. Like, they are doing better about actually bringing some of this stuff into the mainstream a little bit. But yeah, no, I agree with you though. Especially, in our childhood, a lot of that stuff was very not. They had to hide it. They had to hide it 100%. So
yeah, like lots of hidden signals and messages and images.
Sure.
I would like to see a world where everything's just like normalized and it doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
But again, that's way off topic and beyond the scope of this measly little podcast.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, do you have anything else for us to cover here?
Well, did you want to talk a little bit about the blindness that came on? I mean, I didn't really have a lot of notes to take about it because it was all very straightforward. I'm gonna make you blind and unable to read.
Okay. I mean, what kind of, like, what's the highlights of the notes that do you have highlights of them?
Okay, so let me back away from that.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so verse 6 said, "You will be visited by the Lord of hosts." And in some translations, the word visited is actually rendered as punished.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will be punished, not visited.
Got it.
You will get spanked, not invited to tea and crumpets.
Ah, that's sad.
That's a completely different context.
Right.
That's not even the same fucking word.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
So then, when we talk about blindness and hypocrisy in Israel, the spiritual blindness is going to be the spiritual stupor and illiteracy and all of that was talked about.
Okay.
There are people who actually compare that to the sleep that Adam was put into when he was placed in a coma for God to draw out his rib.
Oh, okay.
In creating Eve in the second creation story.
Right. Yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting that some of the words translate similarly, so that could have been the kind of sleep that the stupor that God was referring to.
Okay.
And there's supposed to be a supernatural act of changing hearts and imparting new wisdom. And I'm like, okay. I could see.
So that almost makes sense if you're talking about like the bit from Adam or when he was taking Adam's rib, right? Mm-hmm. If that's the kind of stupor you're talking about, like he took the rib and made a woman, right? Mm-hmm. But we're talking about God in Israel putting them into the stupor and then making them more fearful of God and more reverent, right? So it's just more of a spiritual implantation than
creating a new
physical or
creating a
whatever.
New being, but instead of a new physical being, a new spiritual being. Right. Yeah.
I mean, that would be an interesting way to take that as a metaphor.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I always love the literary parts.
Yeah, for sure.
When we're talking about the wording of stuff.
Right.
So verse 22 in that last chapter, I found very interesting. It says, "Therefore thus says the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not now be ashamed, nor shall his face turn pale." Okay. The phrasing is particularly suspicious because there is no incident in the biblical history of Abraham to which the expression, quote, redeem is specially appropriate.
Okay.
There is, however, a late Jewish legend about his being delivered from a fiery death prepared for him by his heathen relations. And that apparently is something we'll read about in the book of Jubilees.
Oh.
And the words may be a later interpolation, meaning something that was added on after this book was written, which was already later than some of the other stuff.
Got it.
So again, with the
extras and the more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're never gonna finish this.
No.
It's just always we're gonna keep going on and on and on.
Yeah, and you still want to talk about fucking zombies and
that's fun.
I'm just saying, like, there's this stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Yeah.
So is that all we?
That's all I have. Yes,
all
that
right.
is my notes.
Well, that was our Q&A for this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna wrap this up here, and we will be back tomorrow or later today, depending on when I get this actually released, with our.
Well, you'll be doing your weekly. No, prior to that, we'll be doing a Patreon.
Right.
Yes.
And then I'll be doing my weekly wrap up that I put together. And then we'll be back on Monday with
Isaiah chapter 30.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Yep. Bye. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband.
Wife.
Guess what we're doing today?
Well, it's Sunday, which would mean that we're probably doing
Patreon.
That's the one. And what kind of episode are we doing today?
A controversial one.
Oh, okay.
We are covering the phrase "from the river to the sea,"
which has caused some recent news with what was her name? It
was not Elon Omar, as we accidentally said it before. It's Rashida Tlaib.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Same.
I fucked that up.
I fucked that up. We fucked that up.
Yes.
You supplied part of the name. I supplied the rest of the name.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't her.
Okay. Well, anyway, it was recent news and it was controversial.
And it was one of the squad members.
Yes. All right. So are you ready to get into this episode?
I am.
All right. Let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, so from the river to the sea is what we are talking about today.
Got it.
And that didn't rhyme.
No, it did not.
Much like how the actual phrase from Palestinians is, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Yes.
That rhymes in English, but it doesn't rhyme in any other language, obviously.
Got it.
So I was trying to be cute there.
I see.
There won't be a lot of cute in this episode, so I had to take it where I could.
Okay.
So, first of all, are you familiar with what river and what sea is being referred to?
Not specifically, but I think maybe it was the Euphrates and then the sea. No, so I'm wrong.
No.
Yeah.
It's okay, so the river is the Jordan River.
Oh, okay.
And then the sea is the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay.
And I
failed.
I didn't have to check my notes for that.
Yeah.
I actually knew that.
Well, that's good.
Right?
That's good, yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you know, before we get started into this, do you know what the phrase means?
My understanding is that it is something to do with wiping Israel off the map, essentially.
Could be. Depends
but
who you
that's
ask.
Right. No, I mean that's why there's such a uproar about the statement that was said. So yeah, anyway, I'll let you pick this up because you're the one that did the research. So.
Right. I just wasn't sure how much you knew already before I dive in.
Other than it caused an uproar, I don't know a whole lot.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, I had never heard it until the recent uproar because I didn't hear a lot of things.
Sure.
Because I just don't know stuff.
Yeah.
So I like to think that I know things because I listen to news and stuff, but I have to keep remembering over and over and over again that news happened before I started paying attention to it. And that a lot of the things that I know are based only on what has been discussed since I started listening to the news.
Sure.
So there was a whole world of news before I started listening to it. in my late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, they call that history.
Right.
Yeah.
And I always forget about it. Well, for example, similar topic, there's a lot of Jewish tropes that I never had heard of.
Right.
And that apparently are quite common. Stereotypes, those kinds of things. And so when they were brought up as things that were in Harry Potter books, for example,
yeah,
I had no idea. And there's a lot of people that were like, how could you miss it? They were obvious. And I'm like, I missed it because if you've never heard of them, they aren't obvious.
Right.
So that's how. And this is all kind of related somewhat. So that's why I sound like I'm all over the page, but I'm kind of not.
Okay.
So my question that brought on this particular episode and conversation was, where did that phrase come from? And we had read something, I think it was the week before last. I don't even remember which chapter of Isaiah it was at this point.
Right.
That mentioned a river and it mentioned a sea. And I thought I had read that
was referencing the statement, basically.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
But it wasn't.
Okay.
People have tried to take from the Bible and say that's where it came from, but it didn't come from the Bible.
Okay.
It's not originally a biblical phrase.
Got it.
So where it first became a thing is from the river to the sea was a political slogan. And it does refer to geographically to the area between the Jordan River and the Mediterranean Sea, as I said.
Sure.
And that area is also described as Palestine and Eretz Israel, which currently includes
Oh no, what happened?
Well, this is a special Patreon episode, actually. Which
So-
means that they need to go to Patreon and subscribe as a patron in order to listen to it.
Okay, well, I guess that we are going to go do that now.
Yeah, just head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse, become a member for as low as $2 a month, and you'll have access to all these special things and goodies too. So, go do that.
So this was just a teaser.
Yeah, teaser.
Okay, just
Bye.
checking.
Okay,
Bye.
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 Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks!
Okay, bye.
Hey wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh, yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.